so-called went away, which it took years to blow away. Nah, man, ain't nothing good happened from that for me. I'm gonna tell you that. When artists such as my caliber, who sold millions of records, was once one of the biggest artists in the world, they look at that different. If they not seeing you at these award shows all the time, on the radio all the time, they like, well, where's he at? What's wrong? But what was wrong was a lot of sabotaging and bull crap in this industry.
You guys never really made up, did you? Like, you accepted her apology, but you kind of kept it moving.
Yeah. There's no, I mean, to be honest with you, man, like, it was spilt milk, and I lost a lot from it. That person gained. I'm not gonna hold on to something. It is what it is. Apologize, cool. I'm going this way. Let that.
What's good with it, y'all? It's Coffee on the vid. Tapping back in, man, and Chingy, really was at the top of the game. I mean, we ain't getting all into talking about lyrics and MC and all that, rapper ratings in that sense. You know what I mean? Chingy had hits that, obviously came into the game with Right There and had hit after hit, was charting, selling records and all that. And he really just did kind of fade away and disappear from the game. And you heard him elaborating about in that interview that he recently did with TMZ. We all heard the rumors. We all heard the stories, that Chingy was messing around with a TRANS individual. And I done talked about it before in videos and just with different people and whatnot. Man, rumors and stories and such are powerful. The way they travel around is bonkers. Like, it's bugged out when you really think about it and break it down. I mean, now with the blogosphere era, the internet, social network and all that, it makes sense. It's not really hard to figure out how something gets around and goes viral. It's elementary to put that all together. But even prior to the blogosphere, to the internet becoming what it is, like, it's crazy to think the way rumors made it around the country, around the world. Like, real talk, I grew up prior to the blogosphere era, and I've had this convo with people before. Like, we all heard those same stories about Marilyn Manson, Lil' Kim. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to continue on and delve into what I'm talking about. Y'all already know. Like, I've had this convo with people and they're like, yep, you heard it too. Yeah. And it's so crazy. That was prior to the internet. Somehow these stories circulated everywhere to where it didn't matter what region or hemisphere of the good old US of A we're in. We all heard the same ish, so that was prior to the blogosphere. Now, with virality in the internet, it's times a billion. And I don't remember exactly when these rumors started circulating about Chingy, the time frame, the timeline and all that. But it seems it hurt his career bad. Like, we were talking about the power of these rumors. So often, not just rumors, certain things that are myths, like, I don't know, Pop Rocks and Coca-Cola will make you die, make your insides explode or something like that. That's cap. That's a bit more of a silly one, but there's other things out there that are just folklore and not true, but it's so powerful that it's false statements and things could be put out to debunk it. But a lot of people don't hear it, or for whatever reason, the debunking doesn't have the reach that the initial falsehood did. And it seems maybe that's the way it went with Chingy, because I heard the stories. Like, comment, give me your input, how it was for you. I heard the stories, the rumors, all that. But to me, I thought that it was still up in the air or something that Chingy was denying. But you see, in the past, Sidney, Starr, which is who the individual, that put this out there, apologized to Chingy. And you can see that this individual is apologizing once again in the comments. As you see, Sidney Starr said, I was very apologetic and I took accountability. I was looking for attention at that time in my life to get known, because TRANS women were not looked at for anything but negativity. I said I was wrong and I lost a lot too. And if I could take it all back, I would. I've asked for forgiveness and I'm a good person at the end of the day. There's nothing more I can do. And someone responded here and said, NFS apologizing don't mean ish when you ruins somebody's life off of false accusations. And what does everyone think about that? Is that not enough? Because that's the conversation going around now. You know, did Sidney Starr do enough to right the wrong of putting that false allegation on Chingy's name? Like, again, I wasn't tapped into the blogosphere the way I am now. Back when all that went down, I don't remember what year it was, you know, or what era or how it was done. If it was through a YouTube video that Sidney Starr just started going off and saying this about Chingy. And that goes for the same about the apology. I don't know how the original claims, false claims, or the apology were both made. I'm guessing social media posts or YouTube videos or something like that. But, you know, I hadn't even heard about the apology. And I'm just curious to know, everyone else out there, had you heard about this whole situation? You know what I mean? Were you like me, that you thought that it was still up in the air and you didn't know that, you know, it was indeed Sidney Starr and that Sidney Starr apologized? What do you think about what Sidney Starr is saying now, that there was at a part in the individual's life in which attention-seeking behavior was the type of ish that that individual was on, or what? I mean, it seems Sidney Starr made their peace with it, but Chingy, like, I don't know when exactly this interview is from, but you see that that's still something that comes up in interviews with Chingy. And real talk, like, Chingy was a big star. You know, you heard Chingy talk about stop getting invited to certain functions and stuff like that. When you're not visible no more, your momentum fades away. As we always point out on this channel, it's all about the momentum, you know, and once you start losing that momentum, it's hard to regain it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems a lot of cats trace Chingy losing his momentum to these false rumors. You know, Chingy was saying he lost everything and Sidney Starr gained everything, that was big momentum and, you know, clout tokens and whatnot for Sidney while it was at his downfall. How do y'all feel about all that? And again, you know, like, I was aware of the rumors, but I wasn't aware of all this whole story. I remember seeing or hearing Sidney Starr interviewing Adam 22, twerking up on Adam not too long ago. And I listened to a lot of that interview, and I feel like, did Chingy's name get mentioned in that during that No Jumper interview? I'm not sure. Maybe they did touch on Chingy, but I don't know. It wasn't too memorable of a part of the interview. You know, like, did Sidney Starr apologize once again, like when Chingy's name was brought up, and speak on all that? I don't know. But this whole, you know, interview has re-sparked this whole conversation, and everyone's talking about, was enough done? And I want to know what everyone out there thinks. Has enough been done? Do you believe that Sidney Starr is sincere? And let's talk about it all in the comments. I mean, just in general, not even just speaking about this. Making up lies on different people is fucked up, you know, and a lot of people, and again, this isn't even just talking about Sidney Starr and Chingy. A lot of people play those games, putting false ish out there, you know, for their own gain or to try to tear someone down, and it's fucked up, you know. Why do that to someone? That ain't right. That ain't what it is, you know. So let's talk about it all in the comments. And, you know, again, were you like me, where you just didn't know the whole story? Like, Chingy was a mega star, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that still didn't know that that was all cap.